everybody, it's Sherri with Sherri's Crochet Corner. I'm coming on to do a video about a yarn swap I'm going to do. Before I start with my yarn swap, I'll tell you a little bit about it, but I also have a question. I want you to please like this video. If you're not subscribed, please do. Welcome to all my subscribers. Again, thank you for being loyal, and I have a lot of new subscribers I'd like to say hi to. Thank you for subscribing. What I'd like to ask you all to comment on for me, please, is today is July the 14th. Tomorrow is July the 15th, and it'll be the day that the drawing for the semifinalists occurs all across YouTube creators. And it'll be the day that the drawings happen and the semifinalists are selected. So please comment below on this video and tell me, if you were to be my semifinalist, what prize would you like? Now, I know you all have seen Dana's videos and all the other YouTube creator videos for the hashtag Christmas and July fairies, so I know you know what I'm talking about. If not, have you been asleep for a month? No, just kidding, because I often have a busy life and don't always get on. But if you're catching this before July the 15th, please jump on and do a search for hashtag Christmas in July fairies. It'll bring up a whole bunch of different videos. There's one that's a playlist that has 100 and some videos in it. It's got all the Christmas and July fairies. Feel free to go visit, watch the videos. Most have not had any requirements on you have to say a certain phrase or not. Some do. Rose from Rose Likes Crochet has a lot of stipulations, but I think hers is already finished. I think she's already closed her comments. But feel free to go on and catch all those that you can. But what I'd like you to do in this video that I'm going to make, I would like you to comment for me, please, and tell me that if you were to be my semifinalist, what small gift, and I know you all are asking small, but yes, that was a stipulation from Dana. Each creator was going to give a small gift to the finalist, and they could also choose to have a gift of their own to give to their semifinalist, and most creators have decided to do that. But what small gift would you like to receive if you were to be the winner of the Christmas and July Fairies giveaway? Please comment below, and I may use those comments for something in addition to the Christmas and July Fairies. I'm close to 500 subscribers, and when I hit 500 subscribers and maintain that number for a little bit, I'll probably do a giveaway of my own. For that, that's separate from the Christmas and July Fairies. So, I love to talk with my hands. I'm from the South. Can you tell? I'm a hillbilly, Southwest Virginia, so some people might not say I'm from the South, the true South, but I consider myself from the South. And I do like to talk with my hands, so forgive me. One thing I do have in my hand is this little neat gadget that the Ryan from the Yarn Hag Ryan talked me into getting. This is awesome. First time I'm using it. I did practice with it. Incredible. It will start and stop your video without you having to be there and physically do it. So nice. I'm just loving it. I've got a lot of good tips from creators and being able to watch and see and communicate with them outside of their videos, but during the videos too, and just what a wonderful yarny community we have, and I'm so glad to be a part of it. That being said, I told you the purpose for this giveaway was because I wanted to show you what I was doing for a yarn swap that I had signed up for. When I first started watching YouTube creators last April, it was something that I started doing diligently because I don't really like to watch TV that much. I like to read, crochet, find something else that relaxes me. There's not too many shows that I enjoy on TV. I'm not into all this real life drama. I don't like drama at all. I've got 5 kids that are just getting out of the teenage stage. I've had enough drama to suit me for a lifetime. So I don't like watching things like The Bachelor or being lost on an island and having to learn how to survive and all that stuff. It doesn't thrill me at all. So a lot of that stuff was on TV, and for what I wanted to give up, for Passover last year, I decided to give up TV and see if I could do it. And in so doing, I started watching a lot of yarn videos on YouTube, a lot of different creators, and seeing what they were talking about. Of course, everybody likes Crystal at Bag a Day. Who doesn't? She's got wonderful videos, tutorials. She goes yarn shopping. She has yarn hauls. She does yarn reviews. Any information at all you want to know about yarn, Crystal's your woman. She's now dyeing yarn, and she does have a different podcast with her family. I don't know how she finds the time to do everything, but she's phenomenal. But I know there were a lot of other creators out there. So last April, I started watching other creators. And Summer with Summer's Tips and Stitches was one of those. And each and every one of the creators have branched out. They have Instagram, Ravelry, Etsy, I don't know. There were things that just me living my life as a nurse and working and trying to find something to relax on when I wasn't busy with a garden or farming or mowing or working outside or trying to do my regular housework with 5 kids and running from here to there to ball games to this. You all know the routine. So it wasn't something that I had spent much time on. I'm ancient, and I know I don't necessarily look it, but I am. I'm getting ready to turn 48 in August. And so when I graduated from nursing school, I graduated from nursing school by going to the library and looking things up in the Rolodex to try to find the books I needed. Or, you know, I didn't have internet. Internet wasn't a thing that was available to us to learn and do all that stuff. As a matter of fact, half of my nursing class, when we took our boards, took them on paper, and the other half took them on computer, and it was a pilot project. So that kind of stuff is just completely foreign to me after I started having babies and trying to raise them, and you're all caught up in a small child and your work, and you don't have time to actually really get involved in a lot of that. So when it comes to the internet and things like that, as my kids grew, I learned the basics. I learned what I needed for work. And as far as branching out and joining Ravelry or Etsy, that's just not something I had done. But as I've gotten involved in the YouTube creators and watching it, I've branched out into all that stuff. I do have a Instagram. It's Sherri's Crochet Corner. And my Insta is SHERRI0818. I do have a Facebook, but it's my personal Facebook page. And I'm not like a lot of the other YouTube creators. I don't have my own crochet Facebook group, but I know a lot of them do. And I reference Summer as being one of the first YouTube creators that I was watching. And I joined several months later, probably the end of last year, 2019, I joined her Summer Tips and Stitches Facebook page. And I love to see different creates on Facebook, but I don't spend a lot of time on Facebook. I mostly started Facebook just so I could keep up with my kids as they grew. And then they went to that Snapchat and all this other stuff. I didn't do My Face or whatever it was called. But they did start with Facebook. I guess it was MySpace. But they did start with Facebook when it was supposed to be for the kids, and I wanted to keep up with them. So I did a Facebook page, and it's my personal page. And so if you want more information about it, send me a comment below. You can email me. My email address is always included, or most oftentimes. I won't say always because I am older and I do forget sometimes, but almost always included in my description box below, so you could go and get that and look at it. But that being said, I have joined several creators' Facebook pages also, because I like to see what people out there that are not on YouTube that are putting together, that are making, that are buying and sharing with yarn hauls and pictures that they want to share. So I find different means of communication, different avenues interesting, but YouTube is my go-to. So I wanted to share with you some yarn that I had gotten for this yarn swap that I'm going to be mailing hopefully by the end of this week to my yarn swap buddy. And I think she's on down south. She truly is on down south, and she's a respiratory therapist, and she's working quite a bit of overtime due to the high surge in COVID cases lately. So I hope that the yarn that I'm going to share with you that I bought for her, it brings her some enjoyment. One of the stipulations on the yarn swap was to be able to purchase yarn that you would like to have yourself. And I did ask my buddy what she would like to have, and things she had, things she did, what she would enjoy getting. Of course, yarn is a mainstay, because aren't we all addicted to yarn, whether we knit, crochet, or dye it full in the fiber? We all are addicted to it to some degree. So that being said, I just wanted to show you the yarn that I had gotten and share it with you, and hopefully she'll enjoy it when she gets it. So you can see, this is my office. My workstation for work is over here to this side. You can't see it. This is my husband's area below, and this is just a storage shelf that I've moved her out since he came home from work and kind of scrunched up my office a little bit. But what I want to do is show you the yarn I've got and some of the other little goodies that I've gotten for her, and I hope you enjoy it. She did tell me that she knits and she crochets, and she loves to get notions. She also told me her favorite colors were pink and gray. So that's some of the, you can kind of see it maybe a little over here to the side, some of the colors that I've tried to get. My daughter is showing me my grandbaby. So if you want to take just a minute, we could show you what she's bringing in here to show me. I know y'all know that she is was born in February, the end of February, so she's pretty much been home all this time. I hope you can see her. And this is my first grandchild, and we're gonna call her Little Crochet Corner. And so I want you to see, she's starting to try certain things. I think she likes this grape popsicle. It's a Welch's grape, and so this is Little Miss Crochet Corner. I wanted to introduce y'all to her too. So she says hi. I'm going to let her mama take her on now. I hope you enjoyed that interlude. So now, she said, my yarn swap buddy said she absolutely loves Hobby Lobby, and I love this yarn as her favorite. And I know some of you may not like Hobby Lobby. Some of you are opposed to them for various reasons. To me, I can find really good yarn at a really cheap price. Every other week, they have 30% off their entire yarn collection. So I did go and get some of this during that time. They also have 40% coupons that you can use, and they have some good sales. And I know everybody's wondering about when their annual sale is going to be. We did ask at my local store, and I'm in Southwest Virginia. I shop just across the state line in Tennessee. And so she said that they didn't send anything to them on their flyer for July to have anything discounted, but she feels like it's going to be the 1st of August when they start discounting the yarn to do like they have every year towards the end of May, 1st of June. She thinks they're going to do that in August of this year. Hopefully she's right. So, I love this yarn. This color is called Crushed Raspberry. It's number 464, and it's a 100% acrylic medium 4-weight yarn. Let me show you that right up close. It's mostly a white color with speckles of pinks and grays. So that I got her 2 of those, and then I saw this color way and thought it was really interesting. I like it. I hope she does. It's also 100% acrylic. Its name is City Beat, number 432, and it's got various shades of yellows, grays, blues, pinks, and maybe a little bit of purple, maybe, but it's a pretty neat color. And then she likes to make some little things, so I got her 3 of these. They were the only 3 they had, and you can see, if you're like Crystal, you can see that all these middles don't quite match, but I tried. But these are those little dollops from Yarn Bee, and this color is Watermelon Whisper, and these were the only 3 colors, only 3 of this one particular color they had. But you can see the white and pinks and grays in that. And then this Delish Boutique. I've always thought about getting it. I got a few last year when they had their annual sale, and I've not used them yet. They're in some greenish olive colors and tans. I thought about working with it, but I hadn't quite used mine. But this color is, let's see, pomegranate pudding. And I think pomegranate, when I think of pomegranates, I think something darker than this. But I guess when you mix a lot of stuff, you could get the grays. But you see the pinks and the grays in that as well. And this yarn is um, 90% acrylic and 10% alpaca, and you can see the fuzz on that for the alpaca. And then I like this Soft and Slick DK. I bought me one myself to try to use after I finished making some other things I wanted to make. But I got this in the pink colors for her. I got me a beige color. I don't have it in here with me, but this is 100% low pill acrylic. And you can see with this, it's a finer weight yarn. They say it's, let me turn this around. If y'all are used to reading labels, you'll know that sometimes you can see it really easy and sometimes you can't. But they say a lightweight number 3 on this. And you get quite a bit of yards in this. It's 478 yards or 437 meters. So this colorway, did I tell you? I don't think I did. It is Pink Lemonade. Probably pretty true to being Pink Lemonade. Now, I got 2 of these. One I got with my 40% coupon, and one I went back when they had the 30% off the following week. I love this. I love to work with cottons, and I love these cakes, and I got addicted to them through Crystal at Bag a Day. She was buying stuff off of Hobium or Hobie, and they have different sales, and I think it's Hobie that has the twisters. And I bought a few of those, and I made a purple shawl for my grandmother that just is beautiful. It's an ombre effect as it goes through the shawl. But I saw that AC Moore had these, and of course now AC Moore's closed. But it was the Studio by Nicole or Stitch Studio by Nicole cotton cakes, and you could get them sometimes at AC Moore for $5. And I made a couple more shawls. Actually, the shawl that I have as my picture is made with an AC Moore cotton cake. And I know that the Sheepy Swirls, and I know I probably didn't say that right, but they're beautiful colors. But all the cakes are similar, and I think Crystal's done a few reviews on them if you want to go on by Bag a Day and see that. But these cakes that are at Hobby Lobby are phenomenal, and they're made very similar, if not exactly like those Stitch by Studio or Twisters or whatever else. And so, of course, you see the grays, the pinks, and the whites in this, right? So just right up her alley, I'm hoping. And these are 60% cotton and 40% acrylic, and they have 918 yards in them. So you could make a decent sized shawl, or you could make a perfect scarf, scarf and hat, whatever you wanted to do with them. But this is so pretty, and this is called Rainbow Rhapsody. I hope you see that. And the Slate Divide is what this is named, colorway, the Slate Divide. But these are their Rainbow Rhapsody cakes. Now the rest of this yarn I got either at Michael's or Joann's, and I've got some notions and stuff I'll show you at the end, and I'll try to remember where I got them from. My swap buddy said she's never tried Premier, so I got her a cotton fair because I like working with them, and I'm making a sweater right now from On the Hook Crochet Jeannie. I'm making one of her sweaters, and I'll show you in a future video either my work in progress or my finished object when I finish that sweater. But I got her a cotton fair at Michael's with my coupon so she could try it. And if you don't know about these have 317 yards in them. They're 52% cotton and 48% acrylic, and they're a fine number 2, which looks a little bit bigger than that lightweight number 3 that I showed you earlier. Now, if you all watch Yarn It Out, you'll know that she went by Joann's and found this kind of yarn on sale for $1.37, I think. And I think that's what I paid for it too, but mine does have the clearance sticker, but it doesn't have the price. This is the Nato Yarn, and I don't know how many of y'all have ever seen this at Joann's, but this was the first time I'd ever seen it. And it was in their clearance rack up front. It wasn't even with the yarn. This is 100% premium acrylic, and it's made in Turkey, and it's a 100-gram ball or 240 meters. It doesn't have the yards on it, to the best of my knowledge. The color is color number 275, and it doesn't have a color on it, but it is a form of what would be like a almost rose gold, maybe, something like that. I also got this bright magenta type pink, and this is color number 3107. And then I got a white, and it's color number 835. And when you say white, I'm not quite sure that it's exactly white. Almost dropped that one. It's almost this beige color with this Premier Cotton Fair. And this Premier Cotton Fair, I didn't tell you the colorway a minute ago, but it is cream. So I know that this is more of a white in this yarn, so you can see that they don't exactly match. So it's more of a creamish color. And then the other two colors I got are two different colors of gray in that Nato yarn. And their color number is 2000 or 130. And it's light, and that's a darker gray. So I thought all of them together might make something pretty, or she can make something individually, or however she wanted to do it. I also got this Line Brand Cupcake Yarn on clearance at Joann's. This is Flower Patch. She said she loved cakes, so here's her cake. It doesn't exactly have the color she asked for, but it has some pink and grays in there. And the last few yarns I got came from Joann's. I myself have never used this big twist. I've always wanted to, but I've never gotten it for myself, and it was on sale there. And this is a little different big twist. You can see that it's a little smaller, but I thought the colors were pretty together. And this big twist is 100% acrylic. Its color is rose. These are machine washable, low iron, do not bleach, do not tumble dry 4-weight, medium 4-weight skeins of yarn. This has 292 meters or 320 yards. So that has a good amount of yarn in it. Now these big twists, they're all the same, just different color. They're 100% acrylic, 380 yards, 347 meters. And they are medium weight 100% acrylic also. So you can see just a little bit more yardage in these. This color is soft gray. And then this is the same color, same specs for this, just a different colorway. This is light rose. So I thought those colors would have went really good together for her to make something big or something small. My swap buddy's first name starts with a C. So I got this at Hobby Lobby. I thought it would be nice for her to take and keep a drink in at work, as she works as a respiratory therapist in a hospital, and would keep it decently clean and contained in a contained area where she might be. And I got her a crochet hook case. It says peace, love, and yarn. And it's a decently sized case. I thought that she could have something solid if she wanted to transfer some of her hooks too for a project she was doing while she was working. She works night shift, so that would be a great thing to use. And I love stitch markers, and I can't find really pretty ones in the area where I live, so I actually did find these at Hobby Lobby. You can tell they're Yarnology. They're on both sides, but different little stitch markers that are related to yarn and crochet. So I got her those. I got her some needles to sew in her ends. You can never have too many of these. I like the metals better than I do the plastics, so I hope she does. And then this says quilt labels, but it's handmade by, or handmade just for you. So you could use them for your yarning projects as well. And there's quite a few in here. It says 9 count, but they look like there's 3 a piece. So I got her those. And I think those quilting labels may have came from Michael's, but these handmade labels came from Hobby Lobby, and these are 9-piece as well. And it says made with love by, crocheted by, or handmade by, and it's got a yarn symbol. So I got her those, and I got some pins, and I've not decided that I'm going to leave those to her or use this for a small gift for my Christmas and July fairies, or send it to her. I'm not decided for sure, but that's another thing. And the last thing I got are these wonderful Post-it notes, and I got these at Hobby Lobby as well. And you can see, you saw the picture on the outside, but aren't those, they're fairly big sized. You could use them for your projects, you can use them just for messages, but I got this, and again, I'm not decided whether I'm going to use this for her probably, or I'm going to use this as a small gift. I also got a second one, so I've got an option. And you know how Hobby Lobby has their patterns out, so I got some patterns to include to send her. And last but not least, I found these coasters. And I think I honestly found these at Michael's, and I'm not sure. I might have found them at, no, I found them at Hobby Lobby because it had a Yarnology tag I cut off before I got on this video. So these are things that I think I'm going to add extra to some giveaways of my own. This one says, so much yarn, so little time. Isn't that the truth? This one says, it's a good day for yarn. Yarn makes me happy. And happiness is a bowl of yarn. Doesn't that just sum up our lives as crafters? Anyway, that is it. That's all I've got. Please remember to comment below and tell me what small gift you'd like to have if you were to be my semifinalist, or if you were to be the finalist for the Christmas in July Fairy giveaway. And don't forget, I want you to comment that, because I may also use those comments to go towards my 500 subscriber giveaway, or I may use them in the future as ideals, and we'll announce a 500 subscriber giveaway soon and give you a chance to win that. So it'll either be because you've commented here, or because in the future I'm going to do another video and you've commented there. But I do want to know what you'd like to receive as a prize if you were to win. Thank you all for watching. I hope you found this video entertaining. If you have any ideas of what you'd like me to do in the future, please comment that also, as far as ideas for a video. And I do appreciate you joining me. I hope you all are staying safe, and I love you. Thank you. Bye.